The audacity of me to release my first two videos and they're an hour long each. That's wild. That is super wild. Welcome back. I have had message on my heart for a little minute now. Oopsies, don't mean to shake the camera. Like several days. And every time I go to record to share it, my phone doesn't work. There's a storm. The Wi-Fi's cutting in and out. The one day I came home, I was so tired. I basically took care of everybody and went to bed. Like, that's what happened. So anyway, it's been like, I don't know, a week. I've been wanting to share this. So yes, it is personal, but it's not personal. I was just thinking recently about how so much of my life has been spent in fear of my own light. And then I think about why. And in every single instance, there's a person tied to it. Someone along the way teaches you that you're too loud, that you're too much, that you're not speaking up enough, that you are not enough. Somewhere in between where you feel judged or afraid of being seen, as like a YouTuber put it really eloquently. And if I think of her name, I'll link her below. But that's besides the point. I don't know. I just feel deeply that, like I said in the first couple, if you had the patience to watch those videos, definitely had the feeling, number one, that I'm speaking to people who are uninitiated. You may be young, but I was just saying before I turned the camera on, you might also be mature like me, where you've lived a lot of life and you have a lot that you can tell other people and share or whatever, and you still are becoming, right? So anyway, it's just something about the light we keep hidden. See, it wants to come out, but it's not. I take jumpers. That's it. I just take jumpers. Let's talk to the collective about their light, please. Let's talk to the collective about their light. Ooh, I can barely hold these cards. It feels like a bounty. Like there's too much in my hands. Ooh. I don't want to fix them because I don't want people thinking I'm like, I don't know, like loading cards or whatever. So we have one. And again, I read my cards up right. Unless I feel really called to do so. Ooh. Is it just the one? We want to talk about the light with the collective. I want to talk about the light that the collective has. What is their light? Forget the haters. We're not worried about them. Let's talk about how we grow that light and protect it. Okay. More? Okay. More. Whoop. That I didn't mean to do, even though that looked funky, you know? Okay, my friends. Let's see what's here. Talk to them. Absolutely. I thought, that's crazy. I hope y'all can see in the playback where I passed that up because it didn't jump out. And I didn't say anything about it. Oh, my mind is always blown by this. Oh, come on. Just come on. I mean, how else do you get this strength, right? How else do you get, not the strength, your light, you're born with it. And that's the stuff I'm talking about that you don't get to choose. You're born beautiful, period. You are born, I don't know, naturally, I don't know, gregarious maybe. Or you're born for, I mean, from the moment you could write, you're going through journals like crazy and writing this, doing that, whatever, like you're born with your light. How else do you recognize that light but through either chances to strengthen yourself that are positive, scary, but positive, or through heartbreak? I'm sorry, the camera's shaky. I'm just trying to say, it makes sense to me that you are experiencing the day in, day out discipline of strength. I love the way that I learned that is kind of like when you go to a circus, there's a lion or a tiger or something like that, which I hate circuses, but that's besides the point. You don't just find a wild thing, I don't know, whatever, elephant, let's say, and it automatically obeys you. Hopefully, you are safely and kindly teaching it what to do to earn the reward or to get the attention you want. It's the same thing with strength. She didn't walk up on a random line in a white frock. Are you playing with me? No, she didn't just walk up on that and it just happened that way. She has cultivated relationship, a tie to this lion. Yeah, lion. Yeah, this is Leo. So yeah, she's cultivated this tie to this lion intentionally. The heartache, the heartbreak is the total opposite. You're walking your journey and it happens. And not just once, 3 swords through your heart. But I love that swords are truth. There is a truth and a cleansing and a clearing to that is really beautiful, because there's nothing else for you to do but to trust what is right there in front of you, spiritually, visually, literally. Whatever the ex said about you is true. Not because what they said is true, but how they feel is revealed, period. That friend who snaked you and whatever, even though you cultivated this huge relationship, and that is very positive, you're going to walk away. So maybe we are talking about relationships in some sense. You're going to walk away from whatever this terrible situation, this plight. It feels like a plight. You're walking away with the lessons of strength. Maybe not necessarily with your heart intact, but with the lessons of this. And that is beautiful. What does it make you do? It makes you either, and this is why I say I feel this is for the uninitiated. So many times in my life, I have been offered by divine, truly by divine, offered the opportunity to walk a little bit further, to learn a little more, to listen a little more deeply, to strengthen a personal spiritual practice, right? And there have been many times in my past where I just didn't do it. I was afraid, or not even afraid, just like, when I say fearful, I mean like, ooh, people will think this or do that, and God, what friends am I going to have if I do whoop whoop? Like, you have to make your choice. And I feel deeply this is what's being offered. The choice here is being offered that you can dive deeply into your divine power and intuition. Or, if we're taking this metaphorically, your light. I'll be my deep self and read this as I'm feeling it. Maybe not necessarily your intuition. So you think about the major light source that we have in the sky, right? The sun, yes? Yes. She is covered in moon symbolism at night by herself in water, right? There's more than one source of light. So we don't have to be talking about your intuition. We could be talking about that literal something, that talent you have, that gift. And I'm thinking so much about how in big families especially, and sometimes in small ones I would assume, because I don't know, it's weird. I have a, well, it's not here nor there. In big families, it's easy to be pressured to fit the lane that everybody else is in. If they're all into fill in the blank, then when you're not, or you say, why? Just asking the question, why, right? Will reflect in so much backlash. And don't be the person who was literally hurt and set aside, the actual acknowledged scapegoat, right? Abuse, usury, molestation, whatever it is. Like, people take offense and they attack and they set themselves against things that threaten them. Period. I have yet, besides an actual psychopath, right? I have yet to meet a human being who has no motive to hurting or retaliating against someone else. They are threatened within themselves at some level by something you have said, done, or just who you are. And if we can't point to something you have done, if you didn't walk up to the lady and slap her in the face, then there is a reason why she is talking badly about you online, trying to speak against your business, trying to diminish the effort you put into, let's say, your glow up. Girl, you've been in the gym, or I don't know, you're really into I keep bringing up lashes. I have filmed a lot of videos, and because I'm so new at this and I'm really bad at editing, I have not uploaded the ones that turned out poorly. So what keeps coming up, though, suffice it to say, is lashes for some reason. So if you're a lash tech, holler at me. Maybe I'll give you a free reading or something. I said to say, whatever your light is, it does not have to look like anyone else's stuff. But the moon is coming up heavy. And I want to acknowledge that we may be talking about somebody who is spiritually entering into a new phase of life and not recognizing who the F they are. This is who you are. And I gotta say, I don't see this negatively, this Two of Swords. You have two choices. That's it. You've got maybe more than two. You've got some choices to make. And I do believe they lead to kind of hidey, flighty, outcome that's going to be beautiful for you. It doesn't have to be the nuclear family here, 2.5 kids, picket fence, dog, whatever. I'm saying this is the step you tapped into, and you're going to take these things along the way. Is there anything else here? Water is heavily featured. I need you to see that. All 4 of these out of the 5. Water is heavily featured. Enjoy this season. Tap into your light. I would encourage you, next moment you should absolutely be journaling or meditating on those 3 right there. It's gold vinyl. Enjoy yourself.